Hi my friends, this is Ameersha. Today we are discussing about some factors about real estate investments. When it comes to real estate investments, you will find that there are many people, they are into this business and they are very rich as well. But on the other side, you never know how many people are aside and in debt because of their real estate investment. Unfortunately, after COVID-19, the total scenario or the structure of real estate investment has been changed a lot. What is the reason and what are the solutions? Why this industry is affecting a threat with no further investment into real estate? These are the main points which we want to discuss here. And for the new investors, you carefully watch this video till the last slide, because we are discussing many factors, many incidents, many case studies related with real estate investments. When it comes to real estate, some people, what they do, they buy the land or they buy the property and sell it to someone else after few months, few years, whatever it is. This is called investments, or this is for the dealer's business. But some people, what they do, they buy the land and they will keep it for long for their family as family properties with ownership. Now, this presentation is only for those people that do trade with real estate investments. If you are a trader or a dealer in real estate investment, or if you want to become a dealer with the real estate investment, then this video is for you. But you are doing the investment to own the property, to own the land for long run, to hand over to the family members in the future, then this presentation is not going to harm you, because you are investing for the future. Future can be for the remaining family members in your family. So let us understand why the real estate investments are growing, what are the story behind it. The main story behind it in real estate is growing demand. As long as the population is growing and the country is growing, the infrastructure is growing, the people's psychology is growing, people's lifestyle is growing, means they will try to occupy more lands and more buildings for their life and lifestyle. So the basic idea to invest in lands and buildings is because of growing demand from the public. There are different options to invest in real estate, and one of the option here, they do speculative lands. They consider the land with speculation, that I will buy this land today and because of so and so reason I will get an opportunity to sell it in a higher price to the others. This is called speculation. Most of the deals are under speculation, seeing the opportunity coming through that area, the expansion projects coming to that area, and they foresee it and they take the control in land and they sell it in a higher price. This is called speculations. Speculations are more active when it comes to a new road project in a special zone, or a new building projects in a special zone, or a new projects for the infrastructure initiated by government. So these are the reasons behind speculations. And the next one is property flipping. What is flipping? See, there are different ways of trading the land and properties. Sometimes you sell the land to a buyer or sell the land and property, the buildings inside, to a buyer directly. He will buy it and he will give you the entire money. Sometimes if the deal is going between dealer to dealer, what they will do, they will sell the property to another dealer and they will exchange another property along with different and some amount of payment as well. So you will get money in hand plus you will get another property in hand. This is called property exchange or flipping the property. Now what is next? Short-term rentals. Many people, they want to get rental income after retirement or after coming back to India with long years of experience in different countries. They don't want to work anywhere, they don't want to do any business, they want to take the rental income. So what they think, we'll buy land, we'll make new buildings there and we'll start renting to the tenants. This is the idea behind it. So they will buy the land and properties for rental business. Small scale residential rental properties. This is another method that in a residential area, if someone is selling a home or his property, another one will buy it. In fact, maybe he is not going to stay there and he will modify the house and he will rent to someone else according to the market possibility of rental income. It can be 5,000, it can be 7,000, it can be 10,000, sometimes it can be 25,000 also according to the market conditions. And the rental income in each district is different, each state is different. So this is one area of investment probability I'm saying. Then large scale residential rental properties. What is a large scale? You can see that the township coming in different area, that they will construct a number of residential properties and they will sell to the people. So they will announce in the newspapers and TV and magazine everywhere. They will invite the buyer and they will take the advance, they will construct the building, they will hand over to the buyer at the last moment. This is called large scale residential properties. You just do the payment and get the key back and take home back. This is another one. This is very popular and this is very common, and this business is really growing in India. And what is next? Commercial real estate. Now the new trend in our country is to build bigger malls. In each and every district or in a township, you will find bigger malls connecting with lot of business in one location. It is a growing and grooming business zone that making malls. It has a lot of positive elements in this business, as well as there is a lot of negative aspect as well. If a mall is coming in your area, which means the mall will occupy the most of the bigger part of the business in that area. The people will be going to mall, and mall will have a lot of opportunity to give the service with discounts and other benefits. But what is going to happen to the other local business people? They will get no business, and slowly they will close the shop and they will migrate to another location. This is the bad phase of the mall business and commercial real estate ventures in our country. This is good, but I'm just explaining the sad phase of the same industry I'm saying. Now, real estate investment trusts. As I said above, you can buy the land, you can construct the land, you can sell to others. This is all your own. But there are trusts working with the same concept. You don't do anything. You just go and invest with the trust, and they will buy the land, they will construct, and they will do everything, and they will pass to you the profits. Either monthly or yearly, they will give you the profit. So you have to find which are these trustee groups and you have to invest in that. So these are the growing demand and why the investment is coming to real estate in first place. Now, Now we are coming to the right subject. Real estate investment risk. What are the risks involved in real estate? First of all, the biggest risk in the real estate business is less liquidity. Suppose if you have some gold in hand, you want to sell it either in less price or higher price, or as per the current market price, it is possible you can sell to someone else. If you can go to any gold shop or jewelry, they will buy the gold directly from you, so it has a liquidity. But if you want to sell your land, you will not find a buyer immediately today or tomorrow. You have to keep waiting, you have to keep communicating with many people, and it will take number of months, number of years to sell it. So liquidity is very bad in real estate business. So what is next is bad location. When you select a land or property, while you buy the land or property, you are the decision maker. You don't need to look any other things. If you have money in pocket, you can buy it at the price which you agree with the seller. But if it is ending the story with a bad location, then you are in a big trap and you will not be able to get it solved, and you cannot get out from the problem. Why the bad location making you in trouble means, bad location means in a geographical way it is not bad, but the people living in surrounding area makes the land bad location or good location. So you have to be very careful what kind of people, what type of people living in that area. Do they have a good lifestyle? Do they own vehicles? Do they have good household incomes? Do they have good infrastructure, or it is well maintained? The roads are good, connecting roads are good. Many factors you have to look into consideration before taking a land or property. If not, you will end up with this crisis of bad location. Then what is next? Negative cash flows. Even if you find a buyer and you want to sell it, even if you want to sell the land to someone else, you find a buyer at the last moment. Don't expect that the buyer will come to you and immediately pay you the money. All the buyers who buy the land or property, they have a cash flow system. Most of the time, the cash is not in his pocket. It is not available in his bank account. Either he has to take a loan, or he has to collect the money from other sources and hand over to you. Which means when a negative cash flow comes from the buyer's side, you are in trouble and you have to make a deal with him to settle the payment either in 3 months or 1 year or more than that. So it takes time to get the money back from the buyer. So it has a negative cash flow in general. Then now we are getting to the real face of the same business, tenant issues. Many people, they buy the land and property to rent to others and take the benefits on a monthly basis as a rental income. But do you think all these tenants are angels? Never. You ask any landlord, you ask any building owner, are you getting the rental income on time? They will cry in front of you with the sad stories. Most of the tenants in the market, sometimes they don't pay at all, or they don't pay on time, or they are mismanaging the deals or utilizing the owner in a negative way. So don't think that when you want to sell the property, or if you want to rent the property to someone else, you will get the money on time as a monthly income to credit it to your account. It takes time, it has a pain inside it. No one comes to you on time. no one pay you on time, you had to keep calling those people, you had to remind those people, you had to follow them every day, and sometimes you get it in hand after 1 month or after 15 days or more. So tenant issue is one of the grave part of real estate investment. Now, what is next? Structural issues. What is structural issues? When you take a land, the land will have different formations. Either it will have a steep down face, or a upper look, or it's very hard to manage the height, or it has a angle connecting with no structure is possible in that area. See, structural means it has a connection every part of the land or building, or the building inside that land is having a structural issue, technical issue, whatever it is. It is going to affect your business, and you will not be able to sell the land, and you will not be able to rent the property properly. This is structural issue. And the next one is rumors and news. As I told you from the beginning itself, if you have money in your pocket, you are the decision maker while buying it. Once you buy the land or property, you don't have any control in your property, either in land or in buildings. And any buyers who comes to that area, they want to look on your property, they will investigate with the surrounding people. Wow, what type of land it is? Do you hear any news about it? What is the last deal passed in this area, and how much was the amount he received per cent? They will dig the news, and they will get the rumors about it, and the buyer will take a decision, and they will negotiate with you based on the rumors and news if you want to sell it. And the rumors and news again will reflect on a deal with rental income as well. So what is next? Documentation crisis. Probably in my life I have seen that the difficult part in documentation area related with land and property. You have to check the history of the land and property maybe 70 years back, or 50 years back, or 30 years back, according to the family history of the owner. You have to get into lawyer's office to check is there any legal issues related with this property. You have to check if this property is legally okay to buy. Does it have any connection with a government property, or if there is any legal issues or cases connected with this property. And again, if it belongs to any Hindu family or Muslim family or Christian family, you have to go through as per their property laws, or Hindu laws or Muslim laws, whatever it is, and according to that you have to see the family history and the minor part of the ownership in that area and the land. So legal issues are there, and you have enough headache. And after, if everything is okay, the government tax is very huge these days, and you have to pay according to that. You have to keep a big amount other than the deal for registration. So these are the part. And again, if there is a broker involved in this deal, you have to settle the broker's percentage also. It can come to 3% in general opinion. Most of the time it is 3%. I have a case study that someone, he purchased a land. I think it was 50 cent land he purchased, which is quite interior. but it had a road access to his property. He purchased the land with 60,000% during the year of 2000. The price of the same land is still demanding 85,000 during the year 2023. Can you imagine what is the growth here? It's a total loss as an investment. And I request you people never hold the land or property more than 1 year. There are similar stories in different states around you. And this industry, because of these issues, it is not going forward, but it is falling year on year, its demand. Because of the trust issues, because of the land issues connected with the family stories, because of the structure of the land and buildings, the price can go down. So, even if you want to buy the land, then think of buying the land or properties connected with main road frontage. Because on the main road, we can expect more projects and buildings coming for rental purpose. So naturally there is an option for you to get a higher rate than you purchased. So in a sooner period, there is a chance for higher growth in road frontage with highway roads. But if your investment is going towards the interior part, to the residential area, then you have to be very careful that no one can help you, and you have to deal with as per the opportunity you have in front of you. So having said all these problems, we have to see the solutions as well. So the solution first is invest in lands connecting with highway frontage. This is the first solution. Or invest in lands connecting with road frontage at least. Even if you buy the land or property towards interior, then buy the property with a connecting tar road frontage. And after having all the informations about the land and property, you think to do the negotiation and renegotiation for a lower price. Why I am saying you like this? Any buyer who buy the land or property from a seller, he never pay the profit to the seller. What he do in the first stage is he will think of how much he is taking as a profit from this land, and he will try to pass his expense of investment first, and he will try to back the property to his pocket. Means most of the land deals, the sellers are getting the same amount what they invested, and the possibility of the profit will be passed to the buyer. And in a logical way, the buyer is doing the right thing, because buyer wants to sell the property to a new buyer with a profit. So if he buys the property from you after giving you the profit as well, then he'll be in a same shoe which you were. He has to wait long time, number of years maybe he has to wait to take the profit. So no one will do this foolishness to do the waiting period for long run. Instead, they will back the profit from your pocket and they will hold it. They will tell you bye bye, you take this amount which you invested, and will think of negotiating with a new buyer. This is the major story running in this market. Then once you buy the land or property, try to do the leveling process and fencing to the property on time. So when you do the leveling process, people will realize that there's a deal came in and maybe this is for sale. So this will give you extra mileage to find a new buyer on time. And when you buy the land, try to find lands or buildings with no legal bindings or issues. Many lands or buildings will have lot of family issues or neighborhood issues, and you have to make sure this land or property will never have any legal issues, and you have to consult with a legal officer or with an advocate. Also, do not hold the property more than 1 or 2 years and try to exit fast, because when you buy the land, you are unable to generate the money from next month onwards. So the money invested started decay process, means it's the money you invested started losing its capital potential. It started dying from the day first. So to escape from the money deflation, you have to sell it properly on time. So holding any land or property more than 1 or 2 years, you are getting to problem again and again. So try to exit fast. And finally, deal with experienced and trustworthy land and property dealers. Trust is a big factor between the buyer and seller. But most of the times people break the trust. So you have to make sure that you are dealing with an experienced and trustworthy land dealer or broker. So if you have a good broker which he serves you on time with complete information, with the true facts in it, go with him always and deal with him. This is good for you. My friends, this is a small presentation I was trying to deliver with the investments in real estate. Hope you might have received some insight about land and properties, and try to utilize this information if it is really good for you. I wish I have given you quite intensive knowledge about land and property deals. Take care. I will come again with another interesting video. Thank you very much.